Hiya, fishy folks, and welcome back to Michael's Fishing. Today, a fish room tour. Grab yourself an extra large snack and beverage. Stand by. Alright, fishy folks, today we're going to be doing a fish room tour, and, if you like what you see here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. That really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Before we get into the tour, I just want to mention a Facebook group, because what would a Michael's Fish Room video be without a Facebook group mention? There's this wonderful group on Facebook called Sir, That's a Cup, Not a Fish Tank. In this group, they allow tank shaming if your fish is in too small a tank. As an example, if you keep a betta in a 5-gallon tank, they will tank shame you because the minimum size for a betta fish in this group is 10 gallons. Yeah. A few Michael's Fish Room subscribers and friends of the channel have gone into the group and left some comments. If you would like to do the same, feel free. Sir, That's a Cup, Not a Fish Tank is the name of the group. Alright, it's been about 2 months since I did a fish room tour. A lot has changed in the fish room. Not really, but enough that it's worth to do a tour. I also have a large shipment of guppies coming in tomorrow, Sunday. Today is Saturday. Not so sure when this is gonna be released, but today is Saturday the 10th of September. Tomorrow, September 11th. Yeah. So, now without further ado, let's take the tour. Stand by. Alright, fishy folks, let's just give you the usual long shot of the disastrous fish room. It's messy, I know, but what are you going to do? It's a working fish room. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. Then, of course, we have to say hi to my boy Taco and his ginormous cock. He's a good boy. So this is a Seachem Shark ADV filter. It's the old version, and it's a little noisy. The reason is I need to clean it. It's a good warning that I need to clean it. We also have the Hygar. It's the heater with temperature controller, and I've had it for about a year. It works great, except the suction cup doesn't stick. I thought it was because of the acrylic, so I stuck it up here. Still fell down. I'm at that point now where it's so bothering me so much I can't sleep. I don't know what to do about it. That's sarcasm for you folks. Alright, these 4 racks over here are breeding racks for me. I don't really sell out of them. I've moved some stuff over to this side. Over here we have the red lace. These have been here for a while. But, you know, about a year ago I had a ton of red lace imports, and they dropped a bunch of fry, and I was raising them up, and then we had that Calmaris outbreak. And so I lost most of them. I got some from some subscribers and some other fishy smart people. And, you know, this is just a breeding project. I colony breed these guys, really no problem. There's a bunch of plants in there. Hard to see because of the algae, which I don't really care because it's a breeding tank, not a show tank. Hey, what are these snails called? Are these trumpet snails? I can't remember. Over here we have the Platinum Mosaics. These are all American bred. Just raising these up, and they were all fry at one point, obviously. Durr. I mean, they were fry from a breeding project, not they were just fry. I mean, come on, I'm not that dumb. Don't say that. Here we have black pandas. I got these at the last swap meet up in upstate New York, and you can see there's a ton of fry. So we're going to let these probably grow out over the winter. I may put some up on the website in a month when I see, you know, how many pairs I have, so keep an eye out for those. But these have always been popular in Michael's Fish Room, and I just haven't gotten them in a while. When I found a great local breeder up in New York have these, I bought everything she had so I could breed them out and sell them. Great quality, and of course they drop and fry left and right. Here we have some tuxedo guppies. I think they're AOCs. But I got these from a friend who was kind of cleaning out her fish room. And I haven't been paying much attention to them. I don't even know how many males and females. I just left them in here, dropped some food in every day, and hopefully I'll have some fry soon. Over the winter, you know, I'll probably pay more attention. But for now, that's what we got. All right, we've already said hi to Taco. If you're new here, Taco is a SRD Flowerhorn, Super Red Dragon. And he has a huge cock, great purling. This is a 44-ish gallon acrylic tank. The Millennium Falcon is there. Again, if you're new here, I'm a big Millennium Falcon fan, Star Wars fan. There's the SpongeBob submarine. I don't know. It was a gift. That's the tank. I don't know what else to say about it. All right. Starting on the bottom row, folks. These are new to Michael's Fish Room. These are N-class Endlers. These were given to me by Greg Jones, the much respected Greg Jones. And Greg said I could do what I want with them, and I'm not sure if I want to sell them or just keep them, which would be rare for me not to sell them. But, you know, they were a gift, so I have to figure out what I want to do. I do get questions if I sell Endlers, I don't know, once or twice a year, so it's possible I may put some on the website after we get these to breed a little bit more. But there's also a Pleco in here. As you may know, I had something terrible go through the fish room that wiped out pretty much all of my Plecos except for a few. There's a female albino in here that survived. Also, there's a longfin, or two longfin Super Reds that was a gift from a subscriber up at the show in Albany. There's also some tuxedo guppies in here. There's 3 males. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. If I'm going to drop them in the mutt tank. See, there's one. Or I'm going to look for some females. We'll see. This is an interesting strain. It's like their orange snakeskin. What do you think those are, now that you've seen that male? These were given to me. They were shipped to me by a subscriber, and I've just been letting them go in here for about a year, maybe a little less than a year. There's also a big blue-eye Pleco in here. I can't see that side. It's right back there. I don't think you can see it, but all right. Down here we have snakeskin red mosaic, hard to see because of the condensation on the glass. It's a little cool here. Outside it's in the 60s, low 60s, and I have the heat on down here because it was kind of wet and damp and I want to dry it out a little bit, and this is what happens. Over here we have not stir-by corys. There's Plecos in here and a bunch of food that I clearly need to clean out. That's kind of embarrassing. But hey, it's what happens when you do a live fish room tour without really looking at the tanks. Because that's what the world is about, folks. Here we have some long fin gold Danios that aren't on the website and haven't sold at any of the shows I've done. But they're kind of cool to watch. And there's some Julie corys in the back. Over here, you might notice this bucket, and if you smell, you can smell bleach because I'm bleaching everything in here because I'm sanitizing it. That's what you do sometimes. All right, we're going to continue on the ground level. My full red or albino full red or full red albino or real red eye albino, whatever you want to call them. These females are ginormous, and all the juveniles were born in the bag in shipment, and they are about 6 weeks old. In this tank, I think there's 2 or 3 of these females, and if they drop, this is obviously the breeding tank. We have a tank up top that also is a breeding tank. I'll show you that when we get there. Half black red rose guppies. A few left. Very nice looking. Albino koi guppies. These females are beautiful. The males are meh, if you ask me, but the females are awesome. Love them. I'm fine. Folks, these are blue Moscow females. If you remember in my last shipment, I got most of the females came in DOA, and so I separated the males and females so the males didn't pick on the females because most of the males survived. So they're just waiting here. In my next shipment, I will get the DOAs replaced, and so then I'll put everything together. Buenos Aires tetras. These are actually all sold in here. I picked these up from one of my wholesalers because I needed something for the big tank upstairs, and I love them. And I love them so much that I got more in to sell. Because I typically sell fish that I really, really like. Occasionally I get fish in, you know, just to make the dollar, but to be honest, usually I buy fish that I like to sell. Alright, here we have a breeding project, red mosaic half moons. Just because of sales, these had sold out, except for I think a female or two, and these are the offspring. I've just been letting these go for a month or two, and I don't think there are any males. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. One of the things I'm going to work on over the winter are these breeding projects, getting everything squared away. Speaking of breeding projects, these are blue galaxies. I have a bunch of fry and a bunch of females. That's what happens sometimes. All right, let's talk about this rack, because this rack is sort of the problem. You can see the hose and these empty tanks. Obviously, these were Pleco breeding tanks up here, and whatever killed my Plecos, I still don't know. I'm sanitizing the tanks. These have all been bleached. This actually still has some bleach in it. I gotta really rinse it out. The way I sanitize a tank is I fill it with water, I put some bleach in, and I let it sit for a day, and then I just start rinsing it. And that's what I do. What you do is different. If it works for you, it works for you. This is what works for me. But anyway, these 3 tanks are sanitized. These 2 tanks were sanitized, and I started using 1 net for these tanks. That's it. As I was sanitizing them, so it didn't cross-contaminate. But anyway, here we have Cobra Mosaic breeding project. Here we have longfin albino Plecos that I did get from one of my wholesalers. So I did not breed these, although I will be breeding them as they grow out. Blue eye Plecos, blue eye lemon Plecos. And of course the Agassiz corys and coral blue tail guppies. What a nice looking guppy. Look at them. And these Plecos, these corys are pretty cool too. Agassiz corys, available at michaelsfishroom.com. All right, let's come over here. I saw someone post about panda corys on Facebook. If you're watching this video, I have them in stock. There's about 70 in there. Also some Von Rio tetras. I had a customer ask if I could get some more, and so I ordered 6, and my supplier sent me 25 at no charge, which is nice. So they're going to be ready to go soon. You might be saying to yourself, Mike, what is that ginormous filter thing? Well, Chinese company sent me a internal UV filter, so I'm trying it out. I don't really know what I'm looking at, so it was easy to install. The instructions were in Chinglish, which is okay. I'm an expert. If that offends you, too bad. I don't care. But yeah, this tank would drive people in that Facebook group, Sir, That's a Cup, Not a Tank, crazy. I counted 24 angels, plus the ginormous green corys. I mean, look how big they are. I'm probably gonna have to post this tank on that group just to start some stuff. Over here we have salt and pepper corys and a couple of green Moscows that I'm breeding. You see there's a little juvenile there. And there's also the L32 Plecos in the back. Yeah, nothing really special here. This tank with the really small sponge filter has green dragon guppies and albino corys. And look, it's cloudy and there's stuff in the water. Yeah, I mean, it's not a show tank. I don't really care. The fish aren't unhappy. Like, it's not that big a deal to me. I don't know. All right. Let's start. Just kidding. Sorry to make you dizzy. That's my fault. I apologize. Let's start over here. My new favorite guppy, Dark Dragons. I think I have one pair listed on the website. You can see there's a few more here because I want to see if we can get them to drop some fry, you know, before I sell. I am actually getting more in this shipment coming in this weekend because these were a great seller. Speaking of seller, guys, the Keystone Clash is coming up the weekend of September 23rd. Check out the website, the Keystone Clash, and come visit me. And Keith will be there too, so you know. Here's the Blue Moscow males. Look at how gorgeous they are. Now they look kind of black, but if you shine a light, they have like a blue iridescence. It's hard to see with the glass, but what are you gonna do? Dumbo mosaics. Look how gorgeous these are. These are really nice. They came in really nice. Everybody really was healthy. I'm pretty happy with these. Metal black, also another favorite in Michael's fish room. This is a 10-gallon tank with, I don't know, how many guppies do you think are in there? 30? I'm pretty sure this would drive people crazy in that group. All right, over here, we have some more albino full reds, real red eyes, whatever you want to call them. Ginormous females. There's one male in there. Breeding tank. Hopefully we'll see. We can get some more babies. There's also some L002 Plecos. There's some food that needs to be taken care of. Oh well. These are the only Plecos that survived that disease, I guess you'd have to call it. I don't know what to call it, but in its entirety, like this whole tank was fine. A bunch of calico Plecos, full size, breeding size. Hopefully we get some. Hopefully that dude's on some eggs. We'll see. Dumbo red tails, Dumbo ear red tails. There's some fry in here. I just have one pair and a couple females left. So these will be ready soon. All right. Sorry guys. Bad transition, but I had to not fall. Snow White Pleco breeding tank. You can see there's one right there. These guppies are sold. Somebody saw them in the last video I did about the Snow White Plecos, and she wanted them, so she's gonna get them. But you know, a simple breeding tank. We got some botanicals in there, some wood, some different caves, Indian almond leaf. No big deal. Sorry. Stir-by corys. There's 70 stir-by corys in this tank. It's a little cloudy. I don't care. These, I think, are my favorite corys because they're little orange fins. They're really nice. And they sell out really fast. So if you're interested, check out michaelsfishroom.com. If you're going to the Keystone Clash, don't forget you can use promo code THECLASH and get 15% off your pre-order. So check that out too. This tank had the gold laser corys, but I sold out of them. Actually, I have one left in the fish room. I'll show it to you in a little bit. There is one mutt guppy in here. I don't know how it got in here. I really have no idea, but it's not really a big deal. And over here we have the Ottos. A lot of people had asked me if I could get Ottos, and I finally got them in, and they don't sell great. So if you're looking for Ottos, check out michaelsfishroom.com. All right. Top row, purple mosaic grow outs. A lot of these are culls. I pulled out the real nice ones and sold them. Not sure if these are going to go in the mutt tank after let them grow up, but we'll see. Empty tank, waiting for the shipment. Red dragon tank, waiting for the shipment. There's one left. Half black blue. There's a pair in here which I will probably take out and put somewhere else when I get my shipment in. Over here we have blue dragons. These were locally bred for me, and these are basically all mutts. There might be one or two in here as a pair, but I've been using these as mutts because they're not really the quality that I like to sell for full strain guppies. So, and then more red metal lace grow outs. These are probably close to being ready for sale. See, there's a bunch of females that are huge and a couple males. All right, over here we just have a pair of those sort of whitish guppies that were in the Snow White Pleco tank. Those will also be sold. And then of course over here we have our fryer grow out tanks. We have bluegrass, which I don't have any adult bluegrass in the fish room, so those will be good to go soon. Coral blue tails. I don't think I'm going to put these in the tank. I'm going to wait to have them grow up a little bit more and see how they breed. I don't remember what these are. That's bad. I thought I wrote it. Oh, I did write it, but it came out half black blue. Okay. And then over here we have green dragons. These all came, you know, birthed in the bags from across the world. So, well folks, that does it for the tour. I hope you liked it. Keep in mind the 60 tanks here in my fish room are breeding for profit tanks. They're not show tanks. This isn't a fish store. People don't come here and look at fish. So you might think the tanks are dirty or aren't up to your standard. I don't really care. It's just a breeding for profit fish room. My show tanks are clean, the glass is clean, there isn't as much moam. It's just how I keep my breeding for profit tanks. Any comments or questions, let me know down below. And if you see anything you like and you want to buy, check out michaelsfishroom.com. Have a great day, everyone. Alright, without further ado, no. Not fun. Fishy folks, this is a long video and I have only one blooper, except the washing machine is draining. That's a blooper in itself.